Isn't the Grinch a lovable character? He just hates everyone. He's always trying to ruin things. He's cranky. Or let's take Oscar the Grouch. That boy, he's really something. In caricatures, movies, that can be pretty funny. In reality, that grumpy, nasty, complaining person is hard to handle. I don't know too many people who go, man, I really want my best friend in the world to be as grumpy and nasty as possible. I just have never heard that in my life before. Most of us don't enjoy grumpy people, don't want to be around grumpy, nasty people. And I think actually we probably don't want to be a grumpy or a nasty human. It is very important to teach your child cheerfulness counts. Cheerfulness is an attitude we get to choose, believe it or not. Abraham Lincoln made a very fascinating statement that most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. It's true enough. It honestly is a decision. It is something that takes a certain level of thought in order to be cheerful. That's not being plastic or fakey. It's not about that. It is about the determination that we make with our hearts and our minds that we are going to be cheerful. We're going to be reasonably easy to get along with. We're going to have a good attitude. That is something we have control over. And it's a good thing to teach this to your child from the time they are very young. We do, in fact, get to choose the way in which we act. We cannot choose how we feel, but we can choose how we act. Being cheerful is not a feeling, it's an action. So when you walk in the door, I can go, oh, it's you. Or I can say, good morning, how are you today? That is a choice. It is not a feeling. It is an action. At the end of a day, when I'm tired and I've had a lot of stress and there's been a lot going on, I can sit down and whine and cry and complain and all day long. I can also say, it was a really challenging day and I got through it. And I'm so glad it's done. And I'm really happy to be home. And how was your day, sweetheart? That is a choice. That is an action. That is a thought. That is not a feeling. Being cheerful is an action and an attitude that we choose. And you can teach it to your child. So if you have a naturally cranky child, and I had one of those, you can say, if you want to be cranky, you can be cranky all day long, but go sit in your room and be cranky alone because I don't really choose to be with you. You're not going to share your lousy attitude all over the house because, oh my goodness, cranky attitudes tend to get given away and they grow. So if that's what you want to do, you go right ahead, but not in my presence. When you can come out and act nicely and have a great attitude, you're very welcome to come and be included back in the group. It's amazing how fast he learns how to get a hold of his attitude. Much of the time as he got 7, 8, 9, he never had to even leave the room. He would just change his attitude because he could. He knew how. He recognized how that looked. You need to help your child understand cheerfulness counts because it rubs off on other people. Have you ever been with someone who really is actually quite pleasant to be around? You want to be around them some more. Have you ever talked to someone who's pretty kind and validating and supportive and willing to build you up? Yeah, you want to be with that person some more. We want to be, and we want our children to be, the kind of persons that someone wants to be around. And you can help your child understand that. That principle of being cheerful, of acting kindly to others, of noticing them, of including them, of showing compassion and support to them. That is an attitude that can actually be built, demonstrated, and passed on. It's entirely up to you. And once you do it, and once your children do it, your home will be a lot more pleasant place to live. So cheerfulness does count. It's been really good to have you with me today. Please leave me your comments or suggestions. I will look forward to seeing you again soon. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble, and you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.